What's good with y'all? This MD Mills. I'm bringing y'all a message. Today I wanted to talk about another subject, you know what I'm saying, as an alternative to really what's going on. Not really no alternative, but just another way of looking at it, put it like that. And the topic of the discussion is balance, you know what I'm saying? So I have been interactive with spirituality for quite some time now. You know what I'm saying? I've been aware that I have spiritual gifts and abilities that is not so common. And I'm just about to start embracing that and doing what I feel the calling to do. My ancestors have told me that through so many ways, I'm also a clairaudient and developing that skill as well. But they have told me in so many ways that I need to be more forthcoming with my actual skills. And so I'm about to begin that a little bit more today. But today's March 18th. I'm going to be drawing out symbols or drawing whatever comes to myself, and I'm just allowing whatever really needs to be, I guess, interpreted to be channeled and drawn out through me on this piece of paper that you see before you. So as I just talk, I'm just going to allow anything to flow through my pen. I don't have to be the best artist in the world, and I don't have to be the greatest philosopher in the world either, or the most knowledgeable speaker, or none of that as well. I just have to say whatever I feel as though it need to be said. So if you was led to this video, then this message may be for you. I may have a message for you, even if it's just a line or just one what do you call that, statement that needs to be said that will help you in whatever you're going through your day-to-day life, whatever signals or signs that you may need to uh, that you may need to pay attention to at this time. And so at this time, I'm going to ask on my love, my angels, my spirit guides, Mother Universe, my higher self, to be channeled through me and to assist me with providing the message that is necessary. Thank you to my ancestors who have helped me and continue to assist me. So like I said, we're talking about balance today. And one thing that I've learned over everything is that things have balance. Not just things, but the universe, the governing force is balance. And one thing about this whole virus thing, because I know that a lot of people are shook up about this whole virus thing. I don't even like to say it, so I just call it a virus. Is that everybody has been focusing on everything that has come about of it, and a lot of it has been negative. So if there's so many negative things, there's always a positive to a negative. So my big question is to ask, if things are so negative at this time, where's the balance? What are positive? What is it that is positive out of this situation? And if you really ask me, it is to bring more awareness. That's a positive. More awareness. Everybody is being more aware of what's going on. Not necessarily everybody, because there are a few people, well, not a few people, but there's always going to be sheep. But my thing is really it's really separating the weak from the strong, the mentally strong and the mentally weak. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that, it's it's like the people who are mentally strong, they're going to focus on some positive aspects instead of everybody trying to focus on what is to come or where it came from of this whole thing. It's more like if you can look at the big picture and actually think about what is it doing? What is it trying to show us? Then you may be able to find the balance. You may be able to find where is positivity at. A lot of people are noticing that they have been waking up. They're noticing that the things that have been taught are not necessarily making sense. They're not making sense to what is relevant. So it's like, and when I say that they're not making sense, it's more so the government is giving us so many different uh, tactics that we should utilize in order to keep things going, I guess, in a mannered way. But it's not making sense to why that they're doing it, and everybody's trying to make sense out of it. But when you actually focus on the positive things and you see what can you actually do in this time that'll make it, what can you actually do in this time that'll make it beneficial for you? You know what I'm saying? This we separating, and we becoming an army. I'm noticing that a lot of people are on the same path. Not exactly the same path, but I'm saying like we're starting to have a collective hive in the way that we think, and we're starting to be able to easily point out who thinks like us and who is not, who is falling under the actual uh, I want to say wave or frequency of what they're trying to put out. And I say that because they're trying to place a lot of fear. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fear in the media by talking about this every day and talking about how they're gonna do certain things in order to combat it. But it's not what it is what we how we perceive it. Like I said earlier, everything has a balance. So when I say that, what is it going to be? What is the balance? What is this going to balance out to? You know what I'm saying? If it's something so negative, what is the balance of making it positive? What is that going? What is that like? What is that we're going to have? What is the positive out of this? When you really think about that, you'll realize you make the positive. There's so many things that we have not been paying attention to that we now have the freedom to actually to do what we want, have the time, have the energy, because it was being used. Like I said, you guys, I don't have to be the best artist, but I'm just drawing whatever is coming to my pen. So you guys, I'm not trying to make this a long lecture or nothing, but the army is being apparent. What you believe is being apparent. It is being shown. It is being shown. A lot of things that don't make sense are being, in the most common sense, is being used against us as a collective in order for us to be manipulated in a desired manner. We've already known common sense that things are not always uh, being for necessarily the people, because if it was for the people, a lot of things wouldn't just be uh, it wouldn't necessarily be a hierarchy, because a lot of things would be evened out, balanced out. Now I do know that, you know what I'm saying, some things are not for everybody, and that's the reason why we have certain things in place. But if you really did understand everything that is what is really is going that really is going on, then you would see that there's so many negative things that are in place that is meant to change everything by force, and it's all to manipulate how you react to it. We real life have to create our own balance, just like we all are creators. We create our reality through thoughts, through our emotions, because we do what we feel like. You know what I'm saying? We only do what we feel like doing. We do what we think about doing. You know what I'm saying? So just about even knowing that, you know what I'm saying? You'll see. You'll see that the only person who really gonna care for you is not necessarily you, because your peoples care for you too. But the only person that's really gonna care for you is your love, the ones you love, the ones that love you. It's your love. We don't have enough of it. When I say to people that's gonna care for you, when people are sick, they need care. They need love to be nurtured. Nurturing brings health. So you have to have that if you really want health being restored. For those who don't love you, how do you really expect for them to care for you? They don't love you. And to love you is not always to have your best interests at heart. But those who really love you wouldn't want it any other way. There's different types of love. There's tough love. There's unconditional love. But it's the love itself. Are we really making positivity out of this stressful time? Or are we just dwelling in it? Are you using this time in your advantage? Or are you just feeling like you don't you're being held prisoner against your own, against your will, against what you desire? So I mean, this is really just a quick, you know what I'm saying? This is just a quick video. I'm not really trying to get deep into it. I done went almost 20 minutes in here, just not really talking about too much, but it's really just a couple things that needed to be said, a couple concepts. I'm really into I'm really into just looking at the big picture of things. So now I'm about to break this down. About to break down the actual drawings of what I just did. I guess like like I said, you guys, I'm not the greatest artist or nothing like that. I don't have to be. I just have to be me. You feel me? So what this remind me of really, this looks like a dinosaur. So I guess, you know what I mean, it kind of making me feel like we get ready, not that we are necessarily going into ancient times, but it's making us appreciate and value the bare necessities. You know what I'm saying? Bare necessity. I just said bare necessity, and you got a bear right here. At least that's what I try to draw. At least that's what it looked like. I mean, it looks like to me like that's a bear. So, you know what I'm saying? I would say the bare necessities. Um, this looks like I would want to say an elephant. So, you know what I mean? An elephant. What the elephant holding? I guess that's a round peanut. But food, you know what I'm saying? Elephants, they eat, but they don't really eat peanuts like that. I wonder why we've always seen elephants with peanuts. Because I never really seen too many peanuts in the wild. I don't know. Maybe I just got to do some more research on elephants and peanuts. But it's like it's making me think like we tend to eat things that we naturally don't eat. So because every time I actually seen a elephant in the wild, I've always seen them eating like fruits or plants. So You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the things that we naturally are supposed to eat, we're eating things outside of our natural element or the things that we really would go to. And there's a, like, if you was to think about peanuts being in the wild where the elephant resides, there's a scarcity. And I guess the society is creating a scarcity of actual supply of food, supply of nutrients. Um, I mean, you could say currently that shelves and stuff being restocked or whatever, but at the same time, we already know that a lot of things are being bought up. Um, Society has been in a frenzy in the last few days. It may have eased up today. I'm seeing a lot more sunshine, and that's just my interpretation on the elephant. Also, the elephant symbolizes big and strong, the natural, the ones who resort back to spirituality, what we naturally are to. You know what I'm saying? We always naturally yearn for spirituality. That's the reason why you see so many people in religion. That's the reason why everybody clings to a religion. It's because they're looking for spirituality, but they don't, they, they basically, I'm gonna just leave it at that. They're looking for spirituality. I can get deeper on that, but that'll be a whole nother video. Um, like I said, the bear, things are becoming bare, bareback, raw. It's getting to a raw edge, a raw time. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to pick up only things that we necessarily need, the raw materials. Um, you seeing people just grab only the basics and try to stock up on it. And when I say basics, it's like it makes me. That's what I'm saying. Like we're starting to go back into old times, just temporarily old times, just having appreciation for the actual things that we need on earth, like the necessary things that we need, like food, water, shelter, you know what I'm saying, family, um, and those are ancient values, you know what I mean, ancient morals. The reptile, the dinosaurs, they have tough skin. It's like in this time you have to have tough skin, you know what I mean, you have to not let the outside world affect you too much to the point where it changes, you know what I'm saying, the way you actually live, or the way that you not necessarily live, but the way that you actually are, your state of being, like who you are. You don't want to let the outside world change who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to have too much of effect. That's what the tough skin gonna come in at, having tough skin. Reptiles. You know what I mean? So this is just a quick little video that I wanted to make. I like I'm starting to get the hang of this, and I'm starting to like this. You know what I'm saying? So I will be doing much more videos like this. I say that a lot of times because I don't really like posting every day, but I'm just going, like I said, I'm just going, I'm starting to like this, so I'm going to start uh, just posting whenever I feel called to. So if you took anything from this message, then it was for you. If you clicked on this video, it was for you. Nothing is a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. So may y'all have a great experience, you know what I'm saying, the rest of your day. And I love y'all. Peace. Stay safe. Stay positive. Stay considerate. All right. 100.